Hi everybody, I am Reina Jane Jaime, and for today I'm going to show you how to make the 15 types of wire splices and joints. So we need wires, longness plier, combination plier, and cutter. Are you guys ready? The pigtail or rat tail is used in a junction box and for connecting branch circuits. First, we need to strip both insulation off the ends of the connector for at least 2 inches to be joined. Then, twist the wires to form a rat tail effect. Use pliers to wrap the wires tightly and cut the excess wires if necessary. The Y-splice connects a conductor to a running wire. You'll need to remove about 2 inches of insulation from a running wire. Take the connecting wire and twist it. And then, wrap the connecting wire around the running wire for 6 more times. Tighten the wire using a plier and then cut the excess wire if necessary. This is used where the top wire is under heavy tensile stress. The main wire to which the branch wire is to be topped has about 1 inch of insulation removed. The branch wire is stripped off about 2 inches of insulation. The branch wire is placed under the main wire around itself over the wire to form a knot. The branch wire is then wrapped around the main conductor, tightened and at the end is trimmed off. The top joint is used with the top wire under considerable tensile stress circuit. Skin the top wire for about 2 inches and the main wire for about 1 inch. Place the wires in a cross position and wrap the main wire by the top wire for about 6 more times and then tighten using the plier. The cross joint ordinary has the same application done as the top joint, but the only difference is that this top is the combination of 2 plain tops placed side by side with each other. The short tie Western Union is widely used in interior wiring. First, we need to skin the wires for about 2 inches and place the wires in X position at a distance of about 3 cm at the end. Hold the wires firmly with the use of plier at the intersection and wrap one end around the wire. Then do the same with the other end with the use of pliers to wrap the wires tightly. Long tie Western Union is used extensively for outside wiring. It is done similar to the Western Union short tie, but the only difference is it is done in long length of twisted loop than the short tie. Underwriter knot is a knot made in a lump cord used to relieve the strain on small wires and binding screws. It is neither a joint nor a splice that is done through creating a knot using a soft wire to easily loop it. Aerial top joint is mostly used in outside work or in locations where wires are subjected to considerable movements. It is done through looping wire to the other with a large gap on the first and second loop to serve as a space when movement is needed. The rest must be looped tightly using a plier. The terminating fixture joint is used to connect a small diameter wire to a larger diameter wire used in a branch circuit. First is we need to remove the insulation to be joined. After the wires are prepared, the fixture wire is wrapped a few times around the branch wire. The end of the branch wire is then bent over the completed turns using the plier. Double wrap cross joint is used where two top conductors need to extend away from the branch conductor in the opposite direction. Double wrap is somewhat similar to ordinary cross joint but done through looping two wires simultaneously to secure the strength. Duplex wire joint is used to connect fixtures to branch wires in an intermediate point. In order to create a duplex wire splice, you need to be able to strip part of the wires for about 2 inches. Once the wire is exposed, the individual wires will need to be twisted to the connecting wires and lastly, tighten using the pliers. Wrapped up joint is used on large solid conductors where a heavy top wire is difficult to wrap around the main wire. Both the main and the top wire are skinned for 2 inches. The top wire is bent into an L shape about 1/2 inches from the insulation. A wrapping wire is then prepared using the bare conductors terminating beyond the bend of the top wire and up to the installation of the main conductor. Britannia joint is used in both interior and exterior wiring where large sizes of wires are to be joined together. It is done through forming two wires into hook and wrap it using strips of stranded wire. The McIntyre sleeve is used for splicing telegraph line wires or copper or steel telephone. It is done through twisting two unwrapped wires, then wrap the remaining wire and loop together.